morning, student. Today my topic is related to the volleyball. Today new topic for practical, short type answer and board paper exam. This volleyball sports is very important for practical exam. So let's start my topic, volleyball. Volleyball game played by two teams, usually of 6 players on a side, in which player use their hand to bat a ball back and front forth over a high net. Try to make the ball touch or court within opponent playing area before it can be returned. To prevent it is a player on an opposing team bat and ball up and toward a treatment before it touches the court surface. That treatment may then volley it back across the net. A bat it is to a third teammate whose volleyball it's across the net. A team is allotted any 3 touches of the ball before it must be returned over the net. History. What is the history of the volleyball? The history of volleyball is more than 100 years old. In fact, volleyball was invented in 1895 by the William G. Morgan. Volleyball Federation of India was established in 1951. International Volleyball Federation was constituted in 1947. The first World Championship was held at Prague, Czechoslovakia. The game of the volleyball was started first time in the 1964 Olympic, which were held in Tokyo, Japan. In India, the first national championship was held at Chennai in 1954. Sometimes question will come in the practical exam, in which the first national championship, whose state organized in India? So answer is Chennai in 1952. Main tips at a glance. Size of the playfield 18 into 9 meters. Width of the country's boundary line, width of the boundary line 5 centimeters. Size of the net, length 9.50 meters, breadth 1 meters. 4 point. This is the main tip of the glance. Field dimensions, height dimension of the pole, size of net mass. जो ब्लॉक बने होते हैं नेट के बीच में, जो ब्लॉक होते हैं 10 सेंटीमीटर्स, उसकी जो है एरिया होता है, कवर्ड एरिया. हाइट ऑफ नेट फ्रॉम द ग्राउंड, मैन 2.43 सेंटीमीटर्स, 2 meter 43 centimeters. Height of net from the ground, women's 2 meter 24 centimeters. Circumference of the ball 65 to 67 centimeters. Weight of the ball 260 to 280 grams. 280 for men and 260 is the girls. Number of players in each teams, 6 teams per side. 6 member. Number of players in each team, 6. Number of substitutes player, 6. Size of the mark on the chest and back. chest and backside mark on the t-shirt, length 15 centimeters and breadth 10 centimeters. Length of the antenna 1.80 meters. Length of the service area 9 meters. Color of the ball multicolors. Officials कितने होते हैं? Referee 1, umpire 1, scorer 1. Lineman 2 and 2, 4. 7 total. Latest general rules. The new rules of the volleyball are given below. Number 1. Now the breadth of the service area is 9 meters instead of 3 meters. Number 2. The attack line has been extended up to 1.75 meters outside and both sides in dotted marking. Number 3. According to the new rules, libero is a special player in the team. He is a player of back line. He is not allotted to attack from the attacking area. He can play only for defense. He wear colored t-shirt different from other players. Neither he can do service nor black. He is not allowed to match the ball from attacking. A libero has the fixed positions during the game. He cannot take part in the rotations. Libero must be printed on the back side of the t-shirt. A libero can be changed any number of times. Each service has a point in the table tennis. A colored ball is permitted competitions. Lat service is the allowed 8 point. It is a 4 set consists of the 25 points each, whereas 5th set consists of the 15 points. The first service can be received by any part of the body, but should be only a single touch. Fundamental skills. Number 1, service. Number 2, passing and placing. Spiking or attacking or smashing. Boosting, blocking, reverse net. So let's start from service. What is service? Simple service, tennis service, round service, side arm floating service, overhead floating service. These service, the fundamental skills. कई बार क्वेश्चन पूछ लेते हैं कि व्हाट इज द फंडामेंटल ऑफ स्किल इन वॉलीबॉल, तो उसका आंसर आप दे सकते हैं इस तरह से. फर्स्ट, सर्विस इज अ फंडामेंटल स्किल. सिंपल सर्विस, टेनिस सर्विस, राउंड सर्विस, सिंपल सर्विस, साइड सर्विस, ओवरहेड फ्लोटिंग सर्विस, ओवर साइड आर्म फ्लोटिंग सर्विस, दिस सर्विस. नेक्स्ट, पासिंग इज फंडामेंटल स्किल, पासिंग एंड प्लेसिंग. Number 1, chest pass, underarm pass, overhead pass. Okay. And number 3, spiking or attacking or smashings. Number 1, one man or single spices. Number 2, two man or complex spikes. Number 4, boostings, low setup, hard setup, diagonal setup. Number 5, blocking behind the net and player jump and extend your hand and close the face of the hand and block the front of the team smash. In the blocking, one arm blockings, one arm blockings, two man blockings, three man blockings. Okay, this is blockings. Number 6, reverse netball. Type of service in volleyball. There are the different type of the service in the volleyball. depending on your skill level and the competitive situations. For beginners, at underarm is the most common because it is the easiest to learn. For competitive volleyball, there are the three main type of the overhead serve: the floater, the toss spin, and the jump serve. Try them all to find out which one suit you best. But keep in the mind that you can want to be somewhat proficient profession in the all three. Number one, overhand serve. In high school and the college competitive volleyball, the overhead serve are the most common, and the two main overhand or overhead serve are the top spin and the float. The overhead serve is done by the tossing the ball up into the air, then strike its wall with the opposite hand above the shoulder. This is overhead serve. सर्विसिंग जो सर्व हम कर रहे हैं, सर्विस हम कर रहे हैं, उसको एक्सप्लेन कर रहा हूं मैं. ओके, तो फर्स्ट जो फंडामेंटल स्किल है वो सर्विस है. सर्विस का जो है पहला पार्ट है ओवरहेड सर्व. व्हाट इज द ओवरहेड सर्व? वंस अगेन, इन हाई स्कूल एंड कॉलेज कॉम्पिटिटिव वॉलीबॉल द ओवरहेड सर्व द मोस्ट कॉमन एंड टू मेन ओवरहैंड or overhead serve are the top spin and the float. The overhead serve is done by tossing the ball up into the air, then strike it with the competitive hand above the shoulder, upside. Float serve. Number two, float serve. What is the float serve? Floating करती हुई गेंद जाएगी, जब उसको उछालेंगे और हम दोस्तों साफ कर देंगे तो फ्लॉट करती हुई जाएगी, जो हल्का सा कर्व में होगी वो बॉल. दिस इज फ्लॉट सर्व. द फ्लॉट सर्व इज डन बाय conducting the ball in such a way that the ball does not spin with the does not spin, which make it more likely to float. हल्की स्पिन करेगी जो गेंद. हमने जब सर्विस दी, सर्विस को इस तरीके से दी, ऐसे स्किल से दी कि गेंद जो है स्पिन होती हुई जाएगी, कर्व में जाएगी, फ्लॉट होती हुई जाएगी. दिस इज फ्लॉट सर्व. ये सब रेगुलर प्रैक्टिस से आता है. ऐसा नहीं कि बच्चा एकदम से क्लास से निकला और मैं जो है इसको आज इसे फ्लॉट करके दिखाऊंगा. ऐसा नहीं करना है. बस उसने गेंद उछाल दी और मार दिया और चली गई दूसरी तरफ. ऐसा नहीं करना है. बिल्कुल प्रैक्टिस पे होता है. 100,000 टाइम प्रैक्टिस होती है डेली, तब उसमें जो है स्किल आती है बच्चे में, प्लेयर में, एथलीट्स में. ओके, अ फ्लॉट इज मच together to pass because the flight of the ball is much less predictable. Number three, jump serve. What is a jump serve? The jump serve is the serve in which the server tosses the ball, take an approach and jump to spike the ball. Because of the importance of the timing, the toss of the jump serve can be very difficult to learn. Number four, round arm serve. What is a round arm serve? A round arm serve is also known as windmill hook smash serve. The round arm is rarely used because it is so difficult to serve in the consistently. For this serve, the serve faces the side line being perpendicular to the end line. The ball is tossed straight up the front of the body with both hands so that will be directly over the serving. Shoulder the serve arms is brought from against the side straight out in the over the head with the elbow kept strength all at all time. Contact it made with the ball at a point directly over the shoulder, and with the heel of the open hand the ball is hit so it will be slightly drive up and go over the net with a lot of top spin. Lollipop serve. What is a lollipop serve? A lollipop serve is very soft serve, often served high over the net with just putting the ball in play, serving the heat. A serve that serves the ball really hard is known as a bringing. The heat of the bringing the thumb thunders. Number 7. Top spin. A top spin serve does exactly that. Spin rapidly forward from the tops. The serve has a much more predictable movement than a floater but can be difficult. The handle because of this its quick speed and difficult to the pass because it's a drop rapidly. To serve is a top spin with toss the ball little higher, step under the toss and strike the ball underneath towards the top of the back in the down and outward motions. Its arm follows all the way through with his wrist. Snap. Smashing. The smash is the main attacking should use in the volleyball, and it's probably one of the hardest move to master. Type of the smash. The smasher can vary the smash by smacking cross court down the line, hitting of the block and hitting a controlled speed block. Spiking. In volleyball, spiking is the act of the scoring a point by slamming the ball over the net into the opposing court effectively and attractively in many ways. The mechanism of the volleyball spiking is not altogether different from the act. In the volleyball, the fundamental skills is a digging. What is a digging? A dig is the pass of the hard drive from the other teams. Like a pass, your arms position and the flat form the remain. The sum of the difference is that ball is coming from a high point above the net and hit a downward trajectory. When passing, the ball is coming from 30 feet away and usually below the highest high of the net. A strong side block. This is a fundamental skill. A strong side block. The strong side block is the blocker that block coming from the right side of the court. Usually an opponent best hitter is hitting out of the strong sides. Therefore, a team may decide to put their best blocker on the strong side to help defend the strong hitters. Offside blocker. The offside blocker is the blocker at net that is away from the opponent attack. The offside blocker should put off the net to help defend the attack or get in the ready position to take on the approach to hit. Double block. A double block is a fundamental skills. The double block is when two players are walking in the unison to deflect and attack ball at the net. It is a good strategies to put up the double block as often as possible to help prevent successful attackings. Triple block. A triple block is when three players jump up together and the net is a block. A team putting up a triple block at the net is often difficult to successfully since each team has three players at the net that could possibly get a set to the attack. It can be difficult for blockers to get in the correct positions to put up a triple block because you do not know who is going to be set. For example, one team may be use the blocker to just take up the space so that the defensive player can cover the rest of the court, that is the blocker is not defending. Also an advanced blocker may just try to deflected the ball of the teammate just to keep the ball play. Term of the volleyball blocking. What is the term of the volleyball blockings? Block. A block is the defensive player attack action of the net. A block may be performed by the one front rower player or a combination of the front row players jumping near the net in the front of opposing attackers. The goal is to block the spiked ball with the play and tournament in the ground. Attacking volleyball. The offensive act of the hitting the volleyball attacker also called hitter or spikers. And offensive players who try to hit the ball to end a play and ultimately earn a point for his team's blocking. Blocking is a skill and volleyball used to prevent the opponent from a successfully attack hit. A block technique is used to deflected the ball coming from an attacker. The block is trying to block the ball back into opponent's court. Advanced volleyball teams may have different blocking strategy. Okay student, complete is my topic related to the practical exam today in URSL. In homework portal, I give some questions related to the volleyball and some topic of the physical education. So be ready for it, for practical, and so I will give the in assignment the practical of the practical test is objective type questions. Thank you very much. Best of luck.